One of the things I'm most impressed with about East is just our staff and how much they collaborate with parents, with students, and making sure with each other that they are sure that they know every kid really well and exactly what they need. Discover and Endeavor are both models of personalized learning that we use at East, and Endeavor is just that more traditional schedule of different class every 7 periods, advisory at the end of the day. And Discover, we block together our social studies, science, language arts curriculum together, and they end up with a 3 or 4 hour block depending upon the grade level.
Discover model allows for students to have a little bit more choice, to have a little bit more say in what they do during their day. So they get to choose their schedule. They may get a little bit more flexibility on what they're doing or how they're showing what they know.
I'm an Endeavor teacher, which means that it's more structured. So we're doing the same kind of content, same standard, same learning targets as Discover, but it's structured in a little bit different way.
Endeavor is a little bit more teacher-led. So I feel like in Discover, you get to usually pick more how you show your learning and who you show your learning with, like groups and stuff. Whereas in Endeavor, they will usually tell you more. Like, it's a traditional classroom setting more, so they'll usually tell you, like how to do this, what presentation you need to do.
When choosing between Discover and Endeavor, parents look at their students' strengths as well as their abilities. So students and parents both take surveys, they both talk with the counselors, with our personalized learning coach, and we really try and make it a family decision. It's not based on who's smarter, it's really based on what environment our students going to thrive in.
In order to provide teaching that is truly personalized, the staff at Chaska Middle School East work daily to build a strong culture of trust, collaboration, and love for students and their learning.
Chaska Middle School East is a great decision for any learner because we value relationships within our own team, but we also value relationships with our students.
I think the number one thing is to connect with those kids and make sure you build those powerful connections with them so they can relate to you, they can talk to you, and it's much more of a conversation than it is me up there teaching.
To teach middle school takes a specific type of person. It's a very quirky age. However, it's still an age where they can be excited about school, and I really enjoy the challenge of getting those kids excited about music. So I really try to keep things moving quickly, integrating humor and current fads and trends that they're into.
I am so blessed to be able to come here and not work for the school, but serve the kids, because this is what it's all about. Because when you look at those kids, what do you see? Tomorrow. And if we can have a little input every day on what they end up being, that's a very important thing in their lives.
Students entering a 21st century workforce need an enhanced set of skills and work habits. With a strong culture that puts students first, the rest falls into place. Chaska Middle School East's robust curriculum and skilled teachers ensure that every student is challenged appropriately and is successful in every class, every day.
With personalized learning, we're just so hyper-aware because we're looking at what each individual is doing and what they need, and it isn't always the same kids anymore. If they are someone who's reading far ahead, well, they still have needs. If it's someone who's falling behind isn't really the issue anymore. It's what do you need to move forward.
They taught us, we had seminars on advocacy, organization, like all those 21st century skills that you're going to need for a future job you might have. But also they kind of wanted us to try to figure it out on our own and learn as we go and just try to advocate for ourselves and try to do those things without their help.
Students at Chaska Middle School East learn the essential curriculum of math, social studies, science, and language arts. The school also supports students during these critical growth years with options like music and arts class, personal wellness, family and consumer science, engineering.
Project Lead the Way is a design class where the students will come in and use the engineering process and solve a bunch of the problem statements that are put out in front of them. But it's a pre-engineering course where foundationally we're building and allowing those students to develop those types of skills, those problem-solving skills, not just as an engineer, but for life.
Music is very important so that students are able to express themselves through the arts. Great way for students to use their brain in a different way than they do in some of their other academic subjects.
So I think one of the strengths of our personal wellness program in general is that we have our team sports in 6, 7, 8. We have this lifetime rec course, which really gives a nice variety of some atypical activities. And then in 8th grade, we have Fitness for Life, which is a completely different spin. It's more biking, it's more weightlifting and things like that. So we really have a nice wide varied curriculum for the kids to experience here.
Just every day getting to walk in the building and know that I'm out in the commons in the morning and I see all these parents dropping off their students and entrusting us to take care of them on a day-to-day basis is really something that I take really seriously and is a big responsibility, and it's a fun part of our job just to get to work with them every day and hang out with them at lunch and make sure they're getting what they need.